Welcome to Staffworks Explained. If you are coming here for the first time, please subscribe to this channel. For those who have been viewing us for the last 2 years, we thank you for the support. In today's video, we are still in Ethiopia, where we'll be talking about a large mixed development project that is taking place in the capital city of Addis Ababa, the Gare project. This is a mixed use development project that is located in the heart of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. It is being developed by Eagle Hills, which is a new UAE-based real estate company. The project is named after the former Gare train station, which was built in the early 1900s. The Gare project is a 36 hectares development that will include residential, commercial, and retail space. The residential component of the project will include 4,000 apartments, which range from the studios to 4-bedroom units. There will be a commercial component, which include office space, retail outlets, and a hotel. The retail space will be anchored by a large supermarket and a cinema complex. It was launched in November 2018 in the presence of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, with the construction phase expected to take 7 years. So that means that the completion date has been set as 2025. The Gare project is part of a larger plan to revitalize Addis Ababa, and particularly Bole area of Addis Ababa, which is located near the Bole International Airport. Overall, the Gare project is a major development that is expected to have significant impact not just in Ethiopia but in the region. It is a sign of a growing economic and investment opportunity in Ethiopia. The Gare project is developed by a joint venture between the Eagle Hills, Ethiopia, and the city of Addis Ababa. Eagle Hills is an Abu Dhabi-based private real estate company which is chaired by Mohammed Alaba. The Abu Dhabi firm is among the UAE's most active developers outside its home market. Its projects include the multi-billion-dollar Belgrade waterfront in Serbia and hotels in Sharjah, Fujairah, and Muscat. The project in Ethiopia, which is located 20 minutes from Addis Ababa Bole International Airport, is a mixed development project which is located close to Gare train station as well as Addis Ababa Central District. The project spans 360,000 square meters on what was once a site of the main railway station in the capital of Addis Ababa. The development will be anchored by 4- and 5-star hotels, as we have said, retail outlets, offices, residential spaces, with buildings arranged systematically or symmetrical around the central driveway. It will also feature a social housing component in partnership with the Ethiopian government, which will see the residential units built to accommodate the existing residents at the site. Eagle Hills says that the project will be pedestrian friendly and will feature indoor and outdoor food and beverage offerings, Grade A office space, and leasehold commercial property. The construction of phase 1 is already ongoing, started in 2008, and in this, the luxury Gare integrated community development project has been delayed due to lack of various components, and one of them is cement. There was also a problem of related to boundary issues. According to the project manager, the project was not progressing as fast as it would have due to mainly shortage of cement supply and also delays in cleaning the area. The shortage of cement product in Ethiopia prompted the Minister of Industry to issue a directive telling cement factories in the country to exclude agents from the market network and sell the product directly. In a letter dispatched to 10 cement factories, the ministry asked the factories to notify in a letter the names and number of agents they had excluded. In 2018, following the launching of the Gare Integrated Community Development Project, the Addis Ababa City government was poised to launch at least 4 similar joint projects in various parts of the city. However, this project has not been launched. The biggest of the 4 was to be the Addis Hillside complex village, to be built by yet another UAE-based real estate company on the hills of Lieka sub-city. It was planned to occupy 645 hectares of land and was expected to cost close to $4 billion US. Some reports say that the government will own 30% of the shares in this venture. However, as per now, the project has not come to pass. So this is a new model that Addis Ababa is adopting, where they are partnering with the private sectors. Ethiopia is currently opening up its economy to private investment and also investors from outside. So this project has had its share of criticism and controversy. The Gare project has been met with some criticism, as some residents of the area have been displaced to make way for the development, among other criticism. So project has also been criticized for its environmental impact. It is expected to have a significant environment impact. The construction of the project will require clearing of trees and displacement and also other issues. So the project is expected to increase traffic congestions and also air pollution. So these are concerns that people have raised given the magnitude of this project. Then there is question of financial viability, where the project is a major investment and it's not clear if it will be financially viable. The project is expected to cover over $1 billion, and it's expected to cost more than $1 billion, and it's not clear if this will be enough demand. If there has been enough demand for the commercial and residential place. There are some corruption allegations where they have which surround this project. Some people have accused the Ethiopian government of awarding the project to Eagles Hills without a fair bidding process. This is a problem that the company, the Eagles Hills, also experienced when it was building a similar project in Serbian city of Belgrade. There is also land displacement, where the project is expected to displace over 1,600 residents of this area. These residents have been moved or will be moved to temporary housing and have been promised compensation, but many are still unhappy with the situation. The project had a 2-month delay caused by the differences on the land lease payments. By the time the project was being launched by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, the agreement between the city and the developer was expected to be signed 2 months before. However, it was delayed due to differences on the relocation of 1,600 households, which are currently residing in the area and occupying over 10 hectares of the land. The company was expecting the city administration to handle the relocation issues with the residents. The project has been met with some criticism, as some residents of the area have been displaced to make way for the development. However, the Ethiopian government has said that the project will benefit the city as a whole and that the displaced residents will be compensated. A team of 6 delegates, including the city's land management, investment and housing officials, led by the deputy mayor, had to visit Dubai to renegotiate the terms of the agreement. And after the negotiations, the city administration decided to grant the company the land with a lease-free payment, while Eagle Hills agreed to build residential units for the inhabitants of the area. Both parties agreed to deliver the homes for the current residents without displacing them, according to the officials. The parties also agreed to finalize the construction of the replacement housing prior to demolition. The new homes were to be built on the open areas. Only after the residents have been relocated to the new units will the demolition take place. While granting Eagle Hills the land for free on a 99-year lease, the city retained a 27% share of the project. Having a stake in the project, according to the Prime Minister during the launching of the ceremony, will help the government to closely monitor the project. And this is a model that the government is using on many other projects, where the government is partnering with the private sector to bring to life some big projects. Eagle Hills projects are not without, these projects, just like others that have happened in other parts of the country or of the world, have not been without controversy. We have heard of controversy in Ethiopia. In the waterfront project in Serbia, Eagle Hills was criticized for building high-end apartments for a total cost of $4 billion in a middle-income country. The residents of Belgrade took to the streets to protest, stating that it was not, that it did not consider the country's situation. This project covered an expansive area of 177 hectares. The new development features 1 million square meters of luxury apartments for 17,000 people, 750 square meters of office and commercial space, along with clutch of 5-star hotels. There is also a wall of skyscrapers that feature the tallest buildings in not just in that country but in the southeastern Europe. There is also an opera house and the largest shopping mall in Europe, which altogether was projected to create 13,000 jobs. This was not just a project that would add to urban offerings of Serbia's capital city Belgrade, but to change the face of that city completely. The people of Belgrade were caught off guard by this project. The entire project was repeatedly planned in secret, with no public participation. Having been classified as a project of national significance, like an airport or a military base, Belgrade waterfront was fast-tracked, which meant that the certain bureaucratic hurdles could be sidestepped, such as a mandatory competition for the project architectural design. There was also no open bidding process for the tender as standing operating procedure for such kind of projects in the country. There was when it was highlighted, the government said that it was not violating laws. Due to these and other factors, the Belgrade water project has not been well received by the large segment of Belgrade population. Protests against the project raged in the Belgrade city for a couple of years, some of which attracted crowds of more than 10,000 people who paraded with signs and giant yellow ducks, because in Serbian, duck sounds the same as the word meaning of fraud. Although the project has been completed, it has changed the face of Belgrade, just as it is expected that Gare will change the face of Bole area and the whole of Addis Ababa. The Addis Ababa project was said to have an affordable housing complex, and the Eagle Hills had agreed to sell the unit at a competitive price, or price that is compatible with the residents in the area. Besides, the government was supposed to arrange a payment modality for the current residents. When the first phase was completed, there were complaints that the houses prices were beyond the reach of the residents who lived in that area. Urban design experts commend the government's move, yet suggest that professional discourse and public deliberation of the project was not up to the required standards. They say that this is a huge project, yet urban designers have little information. They argue that the government at least needs to consult professionals from all spheres of academics before proceeding with the project. This is a similar voice that was raised in the Serbia's project that was done by the same company. What is the importance of this project site? The place has emotional attachment to the residents of Addis Ababa. This is the oldest. This is where the oldest and the first train line in the country was located, and even the current line is also housed at the same place. The oldest train station was completed in 1917 and was used as hub that links the south and west, the east of the Central Highlands. Also, the 132 years old Addis Ababa master plan has set this area as a CBD. With this plan, the leading financial sector players are marking and finalizing construction of their headquarters within the walking distance to this project. The area is anticipated to be established as the most prominent high-end location in the coming decades. So Gare is a project of passion that will be developed on a land of heritage. It will be built upon historic grounds of the Gare station, and this station has stood the test of time. And with the project, it is expected to live in people's collective memories for long. So we'll be following up to see the progress of this project, which phase 1 is continuing. We'll also be following up to see whether the project will be completed on time. It was expected to be completed in 2025, but there have been delays, as we have seen, delays due to supply issues, some protests that have led to delays in the project, and also issues to do with the land. So we'll be following up to see how the project progresses, and whether it will be completed on time, and whether it will bring the benefits that it's expected to bring, such as employment, provision of space for the people who are living in this area, and other benefits. So thank you for coming this far. If it's your first time, please subscribe to this channel. For those who have been following us for the last 2 years, we thank you for the support, and welcome for more videos in future.